An important Senate hearing today as Comcast, the nation's biggest cable television provider, explained to lawmakers why it should be allowed to acquire Time Warner Cable, the nation's #2 cable company, and how consumers will benefit from the combined companies. But there was a lot of skepticism on Capitol Hill. Hampton Pearson has the story.
At the first public hearing on the proposed $45 billion merger between Comcast and Time Warner Cable, lawmakers on the Senate Judiciary Committee voiced concern about higher prices for consumers and too much power over what Americans watch on TV and online.
Consumers want to know whether a combined Comcast Time Warner will be in a better position to expand high-speed internet access. Will consumers have higher cable bills? Will they have more or less content choices?
This issue literally touches people's lives every day, and it touches their wallets every month.
A post-merger Comcast would have about 30 million cable subscribers, just under 30% of the paid TV market, and serve anywhere between 20 to 40% of the high-speed internet market, but not at the expense of consumer choice. A top executive from Comcast says that's because the competitive landscape is changing.
While this transaction will make us bigger, that's a good thing, not a problem. Most of our real competitors are national and global and larger than us, like the Bells, satellite companies Apple, Google, Sony, and Netflix.
However, critics at today's hearing repeatedly pointed to Comcast ownership of NBC Universal and the ability to leverage that content as another potential obstacle.
So the transaction could fundamentally undermine these new, wonderful, innovative options consumers are seeing. Comcast, with its control of video and high-speed broadband, adding Time Warner systems, could lock in increased high prices for NBCU programming and sports and regional sports and cable programming.
The real audience for today's hearing, top regulators and lawyers at the FCC and Justice Department. They will have the final word on one of the biggest proposed media mergers in history. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Hampton Pearson in Washington.
And we should point out that Comcast is the parent company of CNBC, which produces this program.